Okay, so this video is going to be about the Herschel Walker trade. So, if you don't know what the Herschel Walker trade was, it was Herschel Walker, who, up to this point, was a one of the greatest college sports players of all time. Was a great he was starting to look good for the Cowboys, and they're like, well, we need to do a blockbuster trade because we fucking suck. Wish they still did. And this was in 1989, before the Dynasty. And the Vikings said, yeah, we'll give you everything we got. And I mean they gave him fucking everything. Every pick. First round, second round, third round. They just throwing picks everywhere. And basically it built the Cowboys their dynasty. Got rid of Herschel Walker, got Emmitt Smith in return, got a bunch of defensive players who were Pro Bowlers and All-Proers, and basically won 3 Super Bowls in a row. Now, this trade is the most lopsided trade in NFL history. The Ricky Williams trade, it was a big trade, but this was a trade that sent a team to a dynasty. It sent the Cowboys for a dynasty. If this would have never happened, first of all, they were gonna trade, who was it, Michael Irvin, to the Raiders. They decided not to. They decided to trade Herschel Walker for a blockbuster deal. They got their match. First, it was gonna be the Giants, but then they're like, nah, we hate the fucking Giants. Fuck them. And actually, I'm kind of happy that we didn't do that deal. Then it was the Cleveland Browns, who, it was a great time. They could have really had a great, oh my god. Imagine if they did that deal. Imagine. You think the Cleveland Browns are bad now? Jesus Christ. With that, at least they were good, like, in that time period. If they did that trade, oh boy. They wouldn't have had a playoff game from that, since not the 80s right now. So, yeah. And, then they decided to do the deal with the Vikings because they tricked the Vikings saying that they were about to do a deal with the Browns. And the Vikings were like, okay, we'll give you everything we got. It was like just giving the robber, like, he wants the money on you, but you decide him to give you your bank details and your security number. Like, you don't need to do that. He only asked you for one thing, but he's like, sure, we'll take this. Keep on coming. Well, what's that bank? What's the social security number again? Okay, write that down. Well, it's fucking Minnesota. When they got Herschel Walker, he didn't do shit for them. He didn't even have a 1,000-yard season. He left 2 years after, and supposedly went back to the Cowboys. Poor Minnesota. And even in the same year they got him, you thought he would be the missing piece to a Super Bowl run. That wasn't the case. Oh no. It was a bad deal, and I feel like it's hard to explain how Minnesota fans felt after that. He also went to the Giants, which my dad remembers that season. It was his best year he's had since he was with the Cowboys before that. Before the trade. So yeah, Herschel Walker was kind of a bust in the NFL, but in college he was in my opinion, the greatest college football player ever in history. So yeah. I get there's a lot of other trades, like the Ricky Williams trade, when Ricky Williams had that big deal with Mike Ditka, and Mike Ditka wanted him so bad that he needed to give up an arm and a limb. Minnesota haven't won a Super Bowl. Before that, or after, they haven't been to a Super Bowl after that trade. How about we put it like that? There was the good years with Randy Moss, Chris Carter, but there's also some very bad points there as well. there was and for the Cowboys, they won the 3 Super Bowls. They got Emmitt Smith for the replacement for Herschel Walker, which he's probably the greatest running back of all time. Even though I hate him, not because I don't hate his personality. I hate him because he's a Cowboy, just like I hate Michael Irvin. I hate Michael Irvin a little bit more, but that's a video for another day. Because Herschel Walker deserves a video in himself, so you can't really describe his history because he might be in a video in the future. So I'm just gonna go over. They got key defensive players, which they didn't have a fucking defense before that. They were giving up 30 points a game. And this was right before the deadline was going to strike. So if they didn't do this deal, they were going to have a very bad season. They were able to turn it around because of this fucking lopsided deal. They were able, I think they went, did they make the post? I don't know. I did research, I swear. Yeah, but it was probably the biggest trade in NFL history. I think I can say that. Because I don't think any trade has led to a dynasty. And kind of makes the Vikings look like an idiot. But before that, they had the fucking 70s where they lost 4 Super Bowls. Is it in a row? No, it wasn't in a row, but they lost 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. Not so good. And we also had the players. By the way, San Diego Chargers were also part of this deal. They got a running back in this fucking lopsided. It is just a fucking clusterfuck. The Minnesota Vikings were fucking tearing themselves apart, grabbing everything they had. Oh, you want some? You want some? You want some? It's like fucking Oprah. Yeah, it's bad. It was, like, they didn't do good until they got Randy Moss. And I feel like that's really what put them back on that shaky run. And as the Cowboys, they won the first Super Bowl. Who was against? The Bills. And they won the second Super Bowl. I think they won both Super Bowls versus the Bills. First 2, and then the last one was against the Steelers. And all 3 of those, they got blown the fuck out. And the Vikings didn't reach a playoff turn game. Well, they didn't go to a Super Bowl in any of those years, even though the coach said, "Oh yeah, Herschel's our missing piece." He was there for fucking 2 seasons, didn't diddly squat, and left and went back to the Cowboys. Like, if that happens to you, you might as well just end it and end your fucking career, because the Vikings got 0 Super Bowl appearances, and they got and the Cowboys got 3 Super Bowl wins. They got Emmitt Smith, Russell Maryland, Clayton Holmes, Kevin Smith, and Darren Woodson, which are good players, Pro Bowlers, All Pros, and it's just. Okay, I by accidentally fucking clicked the stop button, so I'm sorry there's a fucking jump cut there. So yeah, I guess this is just gonna be like the end of that. I'm gonna talk about some future things on the channel. I'm probably gonna do a video of Madden. That is going to happen. Also, probably, I don't know. Probably some predictions about what I think's what's gonna happen in week 1. Who's gonna win the games? That'll probably be the day before Saturday. Well, I'm gonna do a video on Wednesday, and then I don't know. We'll see from there. Probably be making a Madden video tomorrow though. So, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button because we are at 32 subscribers. I feel like I put in a lot of effort. I got this camera set up. And I'm probably going to do a lot more editing on this video. This is probably not going to be as shit as it looks, okay? I'm probably going to have maybe a highlight. I don't know. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that. But maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this video when it comes out. There will be a thumbnail. I know that. There will also be some editing on it. I'm gonna paste the 2 videos together as well. And yeah. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe somewhere after that. And